US30 has been trading very beautifully. I should have been taking a massive advantage of this one, right? But I've just not paid attention for a minute. But I think that now I'll start paying attention, right? Now this is where my trading tools and analogies prove themselves over and over again. And these are things that I just share really in like the academy, in my YouTube videos, in my online course. And I don't think that these are gems that you find anywhere. And these markings are proprietary in nature. It means that not everybody is doing the same thing. So many people just do it haphazardly. But me, I've been able to find a niche around it, and they've proven themselves over and over. So what am I talking about? If you look at me on the monthly time frame with the US30, what do you kind of observe? You realize that I kind of clean most of the lines, right? But you can see my horizontal lines, right? Horizontal lines cutting across, and they are cutting across my preferred region, right? Or preferred levels, or we can call them psychological level, institutional level, whatever you want to call them. And there's so many things that I've told you and shared with you guys. Right now, let me just hide this one briefly. If I hide this one like this is just ideally how you're going to see those levels, right? Nothing curious, nothing special. If I come to the 4 hour, you see it like this, nothing curious, nothing special. It's like, okay, I'm just trading, I'm analyzing, I'm putting my chart here, I'm doing this, I'm waiting for candles, blah 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 blah, right? But the reality is that these, especially when it comes to the indexes, right? So there's like a good history around the index, which is like the stock indexes, right? So when I go on my professional meetups, right, and then people ask me, what do you do? What do you think I tell them? Right, I tell them I trade currencies and then stock index futures and then stock index CFDs as well, right? But I don't think that so many of you really understand the nature of stock indexes. All you just know is that, oh, I'm trading Nasdaq, I'm trading US30, I'm trading this, I'm trading that. If you really want to understand the stock index, there's like a good amount of information that you must have truly known or understood before you attempt those areas, right? And today I'll just share a little bit with you. Hopefully it guides you. I was teaching my wife about this about 2 days ago. So I do teach her about trading though. Sleeping? Are you sleeping? It's actually sleeping. I thought she was listening. Sleeping there. So I do teach her about like some of these things that I'm sharing with you, right? All the time I teach her about trading. So she knows trading properly. So talking about stock index, stock index, then we can fit in the Dow Jones and then the Nasdaq into it, right? Before I come to what I'm about to show you, right, which is like the proper insight about the stock index and all that tips and tricks that I have to show you. Like I'm saying, if you're watching this, you're going to watch that. It's just trading randomly, right? It's like a random walk, but it's not almost always a random walk. There's like a storyline to it, and you tend to see those storylines, especially when I start to introduce these horizontal lines of mine, right? Now if you look at this, you can see that this is like the all-time high in the market, right? Look at the all-time high, like here, like this, right? If I click there like this, right? All-time high. Now remember that, let's assume that this was not there and then this market hit here. This is all-time high in the history of this market. If I come to like the monthly time frame, this is how you see it. All-time high in the history of what? Of Dow Jones. It has never traded this high from 19 what, right? So my chart dates all the way back from 1997, right? So because I have like the professional version of premium version of trading view, so I'm able to see charts all the way back 1997. I think that even if I request, they could take me all the way back to 1900s and 1920s based on request. So it lets me like really be able to break down this market, and I've broken down Dow Jones from 1997 all the way down to 2020 4, right? Maybe one day I'll just do it for you guys on YouTube or something for you to experience it with me as well, right? So now coming back to like the 4 hour, like I'm saying, this is like the highest in the history of mankind. This is the highest Dow Jones has ever traded, right? Now you just assume that okay, just when you not even attest it to the highs, you just okay, just trade it, just going bullish, Dow Jones just bullish. But the moment I introduce this, then you see that it was just not just randomly bullish. It traded all the way high and hit a particular point. What point did it hit? Let's just trace it, and it hit exactly at $40,000. It is not coincidental. It is on purpose. It is not coincidental. It is on purpose, right? Fine. It hits there. What happens? Trickles, because already it has fulfilled that prophecy. Prophecy of what? Touching that 40,000 key region. Is supposed to touch it. And then drops, right? Drops a good amount. Daughter is crying behind. Drops a good amount, right? Still dropping because it has what? Fulfilled that prophecy. And I'm telling you that if you have no idea about these, you'd never be able to trade this. If you have no idea about these, how will you be able to trade it? How will you be able to trade it? You'd not be able to trade it. That's how come I got that entry, and then people were marveled and wondering, Kojo, how do you find this entry? How do you find the entry? Including Bitcoin. I had the same position on Bitcoin. And people were like, how do you get this entry? How do you get this entry? Right? And I've held that Bitcoin position for a good amount of time. So you've seen this, right? It drops, and then you can see that even with a drop, right, you can trace that drop in this type of a channel, right? And that's where people begin to like see the reality. The people that like have the quote unquote very basic knowledge on the market, right, to start selling here. When you hit the channel, buy. When you hit the channel, sell. When you hit the channel, buy, until it breaks out of the channel and you don't know what to do again. But on and on after like trickling down, what does it do again, right? This is a very beautiful lesson for you, permanently stuck in your head forever. It starts to go up. Okay, you're going up. Where are you going, right? It's just like trading randomly. You don't really know where it's going, right? You can see it's just going, just trading. Before you open your very own eye, it's back up there again. Back up to what? 40,000. Why the hell did you do that? Who is controlling you? Who asked you to go back there exactly? What is the motive? What is the logic? What is the reasoning? What is the comprehensive thought around that? And right off from there, what happens again? Trickles down. From there again. Exactly there. You think it's normal? You think it's random? You think there's no thought process around it? Then you're very young in the market. Then you don't know much in the market. So I have marked this down, expecting that third time. Right? They have a saying, this or the third time is the luck. There's a way they put it. I don't know. The third time is the wish, or the third time something like that. It's women that know those type of things, right? So I've marked this down like that. In terms of US 30, I have no anticipation of it actually fulfilling that, but ideally I'd actually want to see it. Get back to that level, perhaps before maybe like that final huge drop, right? So more like a situation like that, right? That would be like my ideal situation or logic around US 30, and perhaps like the beginning of the bear